EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And off we go here in Atlanta. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. That is quickly out to Diggs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. The Falcons send their punting unit out. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll take this to about the 28. Ruke Orhorhoro there on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now, faking the give. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's got it! And he will take this one in. 77 yards. Touchdown, Jets. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
He'll get rid of it and complete it.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Woo. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. First and 10. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. A big-time run there by Hall. An even 40 yards. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Back to throw. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
He'll try to run for it with Hall. Trying to get to the edge. He will not get there. As a matter of fact, he was taken down behind the line. And that brings up fourth down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on fourth and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. McCarthy now to throw on first and 10. That's caught downfield by Diggs. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play, and a first down. Motion man, set right. A throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. But that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great effort.
Oh, he coughs up the football. It's scooped up by the Falcons. Those are the places on the field where the defense wants to come up with the big plays, and that was one. Down deep, get to the quarterback, knock it out, and come up with the recovery.
Mike, this is one of those times where I think for a quarterback, they get caught in between. Do I want...
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. It is picked up by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
We are through one. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They will run it over center with Hall. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. They'd be marked down very close to the first down. They got 14 to the 15 that they needed. It's going to set up a manageable 3rd and short.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Mark him right on the 15, and the march continues. That is a 1st down picked up on the ground. He'll drop to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Give up the middle with Hall. That would qualify as an angry run. Powering his way forward. A pickup of 7. They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have it.
And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first, the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A give. Here's Hall. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. up to about the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. They put Wilson in motion. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. On the give, it's Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down. His defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain on 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to run it.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. And sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. On the ground is Mason. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Third and a yard. On 3rd and a yard, it's McCarthy. He gets that to his big target fast. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 31 yards. Look wide, get this one complete, and he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. A run. And here's Mason. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Another big-time run right here, Mike, and it's pretty clear for everyone to see what the plan is for this drive. It's to turn around and continue to feed the back, because right now, the defense has no answers to stop him.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
They can keep the drive alive if they get to the 4, but facing 3rd down at the... And he's in! Touchdown Atlanta. His 12th touchdown of the year. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons will cut it to a 2-point lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. Past midfield to the 45. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 33-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
A ball deep for the end zone. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch It's made right side by Wilson. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Off he goes.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Third down, 3 to go. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Breece Hall. Touchdown, New York. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. And 17 for the season. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. This one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now, faking the give, He's got it inside the 5. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, New York.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Jets will extend this third quarter lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Sending it downfield for Fant. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding... Finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
The Falcons getting their punter out there. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. He's got it! And he will score! Garrett Wilson! Touchdown, Jets! A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Jets tack on one more to their lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's complete to Mason. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half. Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now. He'll drop to in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He'll get that to Wilson.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he'll take it on in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. that his second touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. And they're going to take over possession.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Breece Hall, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Back to the air again on second and 10. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the pass. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Going right sideline and complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. To the air once more is McCarthy. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming. That's out quickly and complete. And he gets into the end zone for the 2. So it's not over yet. It's back to a 2-score game. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
On the handoff, it's Hall running right. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Sending a receiver right. He'll drop to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection. This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this will stay a 2-possession game.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. That's to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Open man, left side, he's got it. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
On play action, here's McCarthy. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Atlanta. Greg, very big touchdown there, makes it a 10-point game, and now a chance to tighten this down to a one-possession game.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. You have to go for 2 here. You got to get this thing down to 8. But this offense now has given themselves at least a chance to make a run here down the stretch in the 4th quarter.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally as big, though. We're going to try to make it a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes Hall on this toss to the right. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nearly gave the ball back to his offense with a short field to work with. And tell you what, if I'm this defensive coordinator, I'm going to have all my guys on the jugs machine this week after practice, because when the quarterback gives you a gift like that, you've got to come away with that pick.
Here is 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's caught. Saquon Barkley.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
That is hard down the field. He's got it. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. Throwing again is McCarthy. First down throw there is incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. To throw is McCarthy. That is caught. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack.
And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game.
And what a finish this is shaping up to be, Mike. They somehow get the late touchdown with very little time left on the clock. And, of course, now everybody knows what's coming. You've got to have your best 2-point, gotta-have-it play. You've been working on it all week. Let's see what they got.
The last touchdown, that was only half the battle. Now they've got to get the 2-point conversion to tie this game up. Here comes Barkley. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath. With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL